Hello, everyone. We're the Continuity Crew. Today, we have another episode of Streaming Junkies where we are going to talk about the recent Amazon Prime release, Samaritan, starring Sylvester Stallone, where a young boy learns that a superhero was thought to have gone missing after an epic battle 20 years ago may, in fact, still be around. Directed by Julius Avery and written by Bragi F. Schutt. What a name. Love it. And isn't this the kid from Euphoria?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how I know this was supposed to come out like
Because
3 years ago.
Yeah.
It looks like a child.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Samaritan, what we thought about it, and give our ratings on it at the end. Make sure you watch till the end and subscribe for more reviews like this. But when Samaritan, what a trash.
It was great.
Fire. Dumpster fire. That's
I did my homework while watching this movie, and I did not miss a beat.
No, not at all. This movie was definitely supposed to come out maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe even. Because I remember us talking about it when we were doing, like you said, the weeklies for where we were gonna plan out ahead, and it just never came out until now. I feel like they just kind of threw this out there to be like, oh, it's made.
Yeah.
Might as well get it out there.
Yeah.
But this was a movie, man.
Yeah, I have an alternate summary for it.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Samaritan is a movie where an old superhero saves an annoying-ass kid for some reason, and the villain gives something back to the people.
I just feel like they're trying to make it like Hancock.
I don't know about that.
But like The Boys, something.
I don't know about that either.
I don't know what they were trying to do. This movie sucked.
I think they were trying to subvert expectations, like especially at the end there. But it was so obvious that you could like pick it up the minute they stopped so the intro sequence of the movie has this kid kind of narrating what happened to this guy or this superhero or whatever, and he just ends it in a cliffhanger. And all I could think of was, is he the guy that like
twisty twist?
Yeah,
you know, it's stupid.
The movie's called Samaritan. It's he's supposed to be a superhero, and that is the lamest name for a superhero.
Oh, it sucks.
Samaritan, come on.
I kind of like it, but it sucks.
I hate it. I hate that S also.
I don't know. This movie feels like it's supposed to be so much more. Like this is the fourth movie we've gotten in this universe. But it's not. And maybe that's because we're so used to universe type shit now. But like this just felt weird.
No, this felt like a straight to VOD kind of movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you know, something you'd see in 2008 is like in the shelf of Walmart. This is what this movie felt like. The entirety of this movie, I'm glad that this movie is in Prime.
Yes.
By the way, I'm glad we didn't watch this in movie theater.
Absolutely.
This would have flopped immediately.
Oh man, and then like the CGI in this movie is awful.
I forgive it because it seems like a low budget kind of movie. They paid all that money to Sylvester Stallone, if I'm being honest.
Probably, yeah.
So that's why I just gave it a pass.
I guess it's just it took me out of it, man. Sometimes I can forgive movies, but it was just. There was so much leading up to like one sequence that had a lot of CGI and it was really bad. There's a lot of fire. Yeah, that sucked. I'm like, I can tell nothing is on fire. There might not even be anything real. You all might just be behind a blue screen. I mean, so we also did a review on The Invitation, whether this comes out first or the other one. The fact this has 8,000 reviews and the Invitation only has 800. I'm just like, I get this is a streaming movie, but how I don't understand.
Sylvester Stallone,
I guess. I don't know. But it also has almost a 6 on IMDb. That is disrespectful to movies everywhere.
I don't know. Sylvester Stallone did a pretty good job.
Okay, sure, because he's Sylvester Stallone.
No, the thing is he only has like one acting.
He's got one character.
Not character. He's only got like one emotion.
One trope.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he did in Creed.
Oh, yeah. This is like he's Rocky, but a superhero.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Rocky
Same
retired. Yeah, it is. I think the concept is there. The difficult part for me to accept is the villain. You know, he's like
stupid.
What is the name of the other character that he's supposed to be? Plot twist, by the way. What was that? I don't remember his fucking name, but yeah, it starts with an N. Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
Also, really,
really creative there.
yeah, really putting the nail on the head.
Yeah,
there.
you got Homelander, you got Starlight, you got but you got Nemesis.
Nemesis. Oh, what's your Nemesis's name? Nemesis. No, like your yeah. What?
Yeah, Nemesis. So in the movie, there's this character who wants to kind of reprise as Nemesis, and he wants to be Nemesis. He wants to follow his lead, per se, but like his message is so confusing because what is he giving back?
Dude, he blows up a town and then gives everybody masks, and they're like, "Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it." Like what?
What? Yeah, and it's like this is already a dysfunctional city wherever they are. Maybe they
Gotham.
said Gotham, yeah. But it's like, okay, I feel like we're supposed to know more about this dysfunctional place. Like, give it some atmosphere, but there's just none. It just feels like they went to alleys in like New York and shot this entire movie.
No, they probably shot this in Vancouver.
It was all shot in Georgia. So.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see it. Wow.
Yeah.
Good job on you, because like sometimes I watch like
it's
Iron
probably
Man,
all
I see Georgia.
These aren't real buildings.
No, you're supposed to know that it's this functional city because like the kid, he was a good example.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
No, I don't understand the villain of this movie. His message is to give something back or some shit like that. I guess someone watched the Joker and was like, I want to try that, but make it better, and with more superpowers and shit. Also, he was kicking ass the entire time. Sylvester Stallone was kicking ass, but for some reason, the last guy is like the boss of all level.
Because he got hot.
Yeah.
Because he got hot.
I thought it was supposed to be the fire.
No, because he can't get too hot or his heart's gonna explode.
That makes no sense.
Absolutely. So it sounds like these two twins were just roided up. That's it.
It really does, because like he's having heart attacks and like when he's in like some big trouble. So why are you even like a superhero or a villain if you're gonna have that kind of issue?
Yeah, this movie sucks.
I was really disappointed that it looked really professional in the beginning. I give it a professional. Intro? Not the intro, no, but like it was a nice little graphic.
I don't know. This movie, it's just.
Again, this is an Amazon movie, okay? This is not like...
And I think it might be the worst one. Sometimes it's either like, okay.
Name something better than this, though, like that's on streaming. Aside from like the...
Let's come out.
Aside from
I guarantee you, on Amazon?
Not on Amazon, just anything that's like superhero related.
I guarantee you that Mark Wahlberg, Kevin Hart movie is better.
I don't know.
No way.
I don't know.
This movie just felt like a catastrophe for me. Like, maybe it's because my expectations were high, and it's funny.
That's your fault, though.
But you know what?
That's your fault.
Typically, it's I watched the trailers. My expectations are high. Yeah. I didn't see anything for this.
Yeah,
I just went in like, it's out. I've been excited for this movie.
You were excited. That's the.
I guess
that's your fault for being excited.
I guess. Oh man.
I jumped into this movie thinking nothing else, but it has Sylvester Stallone. And the thing is, like, you don't expect a lot from a Sylvester Stallone movie. Like, you go into it a 5, and then you come out of it a 2. So
yeah,
that's where I came in with this movie, in like that kind of mindset. So I didn't really think much of this movie aside from being like, Sylvester Stallone.
Man, I'm just disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Why are you disappointed? It's a Prime Video movie.
Okay, I don't know.
If they release this... Okay.
It's Sylvester Stallone. He's not a bad actor. He's at the time in his life where he'll just do whatever.
That's true.
But I'm like, okay.
He's phoning in his acting in this.
Originally, this didn't really, I don't think, had a home, but it's by MGM, and Amazon bought MGM, so I'm assuming they just like, here we go. And maybe that's why it took so long to come out, since the merger or whatever. But it's like, okay, this could be cool. Maybe. I don't know. I'm assuming this was probably for theaters originally, which was real unfortunate. I think it just brings up an issue with movies right now where it's like, man, why? Let's just make something for streaming to where it can be bad enough, but we're still going to get views about it. Which is just like, why not just make quality content regardless?
Well,
Like,
to me, that's not really. To me, that's not really the thinking that I have when it comes to like streaming stuff, because I feel the streaming doesn't give it doesn't make a lot of money. It barely
I
does.
agree.
Look at Netflix and their whole thing, right? They're barely making enough money to
Yeah.
keep up. But to me, streaming movies with like, especially with something like this, where it's like a superhero shit, the less you spend on these movies, the more money you make if you put it on a stream. When it comes to
In my
streaming,
mind, just make it differently. Then, like, it.
you can't. It's impossible.
No, don't make it. Don't make the whole final act be in a building on fire that you have to completely like make CGI.
I think the issue there was that the lighting and the cinematography
I
just
would agree.
didn't do a good job.
Sure.
Like the man's was so focused about like
Sure.
this like dystopian looking shit that
I
at the
just
very
think-
end he just phoned it in.
I just think it could have been better, and I think
I don't know.
it made it to where it's like you don't have to spend a lot of money to make necessarily a good movie. So, and I mean, you've got MGM.
Yeah, but this is a superhero movie.
Yeah.
You spend less money on it, the shittier it looks.
Yeah,
You spend more money on it, you put it on streaming, the less money they make.
I'm too tired to argue because I totally could. I feel it cooking inside me.
Well, just say it.
I don't know. I just think I already said it. Like I just don't think it's an excuse to be, if it's going to be on streaming, to just kind of throw whatever out there. I think we've seen a lot of bad movies this year, and most of them are streaming, and it just feels like an excuse to me by the studios to just be like, oh, like this was probably sitting in their back pocket. I feel like maybe them that we did recently was just sitting in NBC or whoever does Peacock in their back pocket, and they just got it out there, because I just feel like they put out crap and it just it's not good. It just makes me like hate movies. And like that's not something I necessarily want to feel.
I don't know. I never held streaming movies at a high standard like that.
I never held them at. Maybe it's because we had a good year or two back with streaming, because that's all we really had. But also, I don't know. I think this year for streaming has been really bad, and I feel like I've watched. It's like 60%, maybe 70% of every new movie that's come out, because I've got my list. I try to watch everything that comes out, but like the streaming stuff is just always really, 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 really bad.
Not the shows though. Some shows are really
The shows are that's out of my
because that's
wheelhouse.
where people are. That's where most people are. They don't. Some people don't care about the movies at this point, like for streaming at least, because in streaming, you know, I think the focus is more TV than it is like movies and stuff like that. The movies are there, they're available, and they're nice. But some people want to watch streaming because of the shows, and the thing is, they release them sometimes in 1 week or weekly. And you know the sentimentality for like that weekly release is still there for some people.
I get that. I mean, but it's just I'm not talking about shows. It's that thing. Like
no, what I'm saying is they put more money into shows than they are in movies. I haven't seen it yet. No, we're not gonna talk about that right now. We're gonna talk about
we're about to wrap it up on Samaritan. That first episode made me feel some type of way.
All right, Samaritan. You feel like you feel like it should be more.
It doesn't.
From what I'm getting from this,
it's nothing on Samaritan. I'm still giving it a bad review, but I just feel like just because you are having a movie come to streaming does not give you the excuse to make something bad. Like, look at one that I think of is Upgrade, and that was, I believe, a lower budget movie, and that movie's fantastic, and it's got similar, I would say, tropes to this. Just to talk about Samaritan, of like you're kind of anti-hero, you're a big beefy guy, you know, and it's not the same story, but it's like when I worked at the movie theater, I saw everything. And everything I saw, I at least appreciated. Like the worst movie I saw when I worked there was Predators, but I still laughed harder than I think I ever did in any movie that year, because they had to get to the choppers line. I'm like, that's fucking ridiculous, because they're pointing at motorcycles. But I just think it's an awful excuse to put just something that doesn't. It's not even that these don't feel finished. It just I don't think they feel worthy in a way.
I think I dwindled it down to what I think the problem of this movie is. So this movie is highly ambitious.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
a superhero movie with a character that's supposed to resemble something of the Joker. Not crowded, but more of like it tries to be something that it's not.
Yes.
It wants to be something that it wants, like the big movies and stuff like that. So I think the problem in this movie is that because it has such a high ambition, the director demanded a lot from this movie. The producers made of what they can with what they can do.
Yes.
So I think at this point, the fault in this movie is the producer. The producers respond. They're the one that communicates to the executives. You know, like the Amazon people.
I
the
think
director.
it's their fault that we get shit like this.
No,
So
I don't think it's. This producer just didn't do their job right, is what I'm trying to say. Because they're supposed to communicate between the budgets and all that stuff, between the executives to the director. And I don't think the producer said no at anything. The producer said, yes, you can do it. The producers said yes to almost every damn thing.
See, but look, this guy's produced good stuff.
No, that's just attached. That's not technically like... They did that.
I know, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm mad at Samaritan for being a piece of shit because it's not the first piece of shit to come through my door.
That makes no sense.
I just farted.
I have no idea what you just said.
I said I just farted.
No, like it's not the first piece of shit.
Because there's other shit like they them on streaming. Not okay was kind of like Hulu does it okay. I like their streaming stuff. It's because it's a lot of Searchlight movies is why. Let's see what else. Spiderhead, like I don't know, the concept was there. God, what movie?
Spiderhead was ambitious, but it took place in a single place.
Yeah, I don't know.
The setting was like a single place, and you know you didn't have to do much.
The Gray Man. I don't know.
Which one's the Gray Man?
The Gay Man.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one was like a highly ambitious movie that Netflix backed up.
Yeah, Netflix.
I'm sure Prime backed this movie up with Sylvester Stallone.
I don't know. I just feel like there's been a lot of shit this year, and I'm not happy about it. Hollywood, fix it. I want to at least enjoy my bad movies, like The Invitation. Go watch our Invitation review. And on that note, any final thoughts for Samaritan?
Highly ambitious, too much to put with the budget they have. Sylvester Stallone. I don't want to say stop making movies. I want you to keep making movies, but stop making shit movies.
Maybe just like produce or write or something.
No, I think I like him when he's in a movie, but with other people in it.
More than just like a kid.
Yeah, I like him in Euphoria. I don't like him in this.
Yeah,
the bad guys in this movie are goofy as fuck. They're like, they're supposed to be like the Joker people.
Yeah, it just feels like Gotham.
It feels like a copy of Batman, but like also a copy and a parody of the copy of the parody of the Batman.
It's just ass.
It's ass. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not. I didn't have this. I didn't give this a high
my
standard
expectations
or
were too high. I guess it sounds like.
You should know this by now. Come on.
I'm not mad at you, like I said, Samaritan. I'm mad at everything else, like you. So
who are you mad at? I'm confused now.
just these fucking streaming services, these big like Netflix, HBO, like all of HBO's. I mean, apparently they took all those off HBO, but I watched, I think, all of their originals they put out the past year or two. They're just stupid. They just feel basic. They feel like a cookie cutter. It's just like,
see, this is why I watch shows.
I get
HBO
that.
shows are fucking amazing.
We do 2 ratings here on the Continuity Crew. We do critical and entertainment, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. What's your critical rating for Samaritan?
I already gave my hint earlier. I'll say 2.
Hey, I'm gonna agree. It's not as bad as a 1. It still gets a 2. No, I changed my mind. I thought about it, and them might have been better, if not on par. I just fucking hated this. No, I'll give it a 2 because I feel bad. You're making a face and you make me feel bad. Entertainment value, and what do you say?
Them was better than this.
I
What?
think it's on par, dude. I can't.
Ugh.
I feel like I'm giving it a
Ugh.
pass because it's slightly attached to superheroes, and I can't do that. So, but entertainment value, what do you say?
0.
0, fair enough.
I'm trying to remember where I was entertained.
Yeah. I have typically try to stick to the 1 out of 10 scale, but I'm with Win here. I don't think I was entertained ever. The only thing I was entertained about was when he grabbed the little kid and like flipped the car over, and I was like, that kind of looked cool. Good job. Even though that who knows, I don't care how they did it. Anyways,
Oh, I see where Atlanta comes from. Yeah, there's that bridge that goes under it. Yeah, okay, I see. Fuck this movie though.
Thank y'all for watching our big feature film review where we
Don't watch this movie.
Don't
Huge
watch
waste
it.
of time.
Yes.
Huge waste of time.
Bad. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. We've been
Put it in a
the
Walmart
Continuity
shelf.
Crew. I'm Will.
I'm Sanitation. That was in the movie, right?
That's Win.
Yeah, that
thank
was a
y'all for
sanitation
watching.
guy.
We love movies. We love y'all, and we'll see you on the next one. Hopefully, it's better than this when we're talking about a streaming movie.
Look at this radio.